Hi, this is Josh, and this is a video review of Worms Open Warfare 2 for the Nintendo DS. The way this review is going to work is, first, I'm going to show you how the game plays, different options, things you can do, and then at the end I'm going to give you a few of my thoughts and opinions. So sit back and relax and watch little worms blow the hell out of each other. Here's the basic menu. You can touch things and pick the menu options you want. As you can see, there's quick game, custom game, single player, multiplayer, customize, shop, and options. Quite a few things for you to pick from. Let's start a quick game and go over how this game plays. If you're familiar with the older version of this game, the Worms Open Warfare that came out quite a while ago for the DS, this version plays exactly the same, although there are quite a few new things. But if you're familiar with the old game, you can just play this new game right off the bat. The gist of this game is, you have a team of 4 worms, who have a whole arsenal of things to pick from, to blow up a bunch of other worms. The goal is to either get their health down to 0 or knock them in the water. And let's pick a shotgun first, with my worms, since I'm really close. If I can do it properly, there we go. I'm going to shoot a worm. Unfortunately, the recoil is pretty big, and I fell into the water. I'm not so good at this game. After I complete my turn, the computer gets a crack at me. This game is turn-based. You take a turn with a worm, he takes a turn with the worm, it goes back and forth until someone's dead. As you can see on the map, there are proximity mines on the ground, as well as barrels that blow up. The landscape is completely destroyable, which is rather fun, and you can move around as long as you don't run out of time for your turn. And that's how you play the game. Pretty damn straightforward, and very simple to figure out. Now to actually beat the computer, on different difficulty modes, not so easy. It's rather skilled, and it's even more skilled when you play against a real live person. If you're new to the game, the tutorials are actually quite helpful that show you off the different weapons and what you can do with them, giving you friendly hints and things that you might not know about the game. Right now I'm going to use an airstrike, and see if I can blow the heck out of these 2 worms right there. And here comes the heat. And I blow one into the water. He's toast. If you haven't noticed thus far, the game itself is presented in a very cartoony manner. The worms themselves have a whole wide range of voices to pick from. I particularly like the Scottish and the Kamikaze voices. Oh yes, they have different crazy voices to pick from. The game is really, rather cute and fun. Cute in a very demented, worm-killing worm kind of way. As I said before, if you've played this game in the past, this version has quite a few new things to offer, such as new weapons like this Bunker Buster. It's a bomb that goes through the ground, but only for so long and so far. The backgrounds of this game are fully 3D animated. As you can see, the boats in the back keep rocking back and forth. It's presented very well, very pretty. And even this large ball with underwear on looks really good on the DS. While the graphics aren't crazy great, aren't amazingly wonderful, super, they're pretty good for the DS, and especially for this kind of game. To control the game, it's fairly simple. You use the arrow keys and the buttons. It's pretty easy and simple to use. There's not a whole lot of touchpad action going on, but it's fairly easy to use the controls. They're straightforward, nothing bad about them. As you can see, I lost that match. There's the rundown, and I horribly lost. But you can also pick a custom game. You can have a team versus another team of yours, custom team versus custom team. Very easy. Single player, you have a couple options: puzzle, campaign, laboratory, training. Puzzle games are fun, campaigns are difficult, laboratory is interesting, and training, well, it's very straightforward and very helpful. It's a training level. It's easy. Something that'll keep this game going for a long time is the multiplayer. You can use your DS's built-in Wi-Fi, hook up to the internet, and play against other people. Or play against people in the same room, using the Wi-Fi connection still. And you can see here there's a bunch of options for doing the whole online internet thing. And let's just look at that later. You can customize your teams in many different ways, such as my team, Team Awesome. Now I can give him a different accent. I can give him, well, human control or computer control. I can have a different flag or different Ford option. But the different voices are really fun. They're actually quite interesting and funny. And if you want to give a team an AI control during team matches, then that works fairly well. But let's not save. Let's move on. Now, if you want to, you can change the way levels are played. Basically, this game lets you change more or less everything. It's really nice, and if you're a control freak, this is the kind of game you want to play. As you can see there, it lets you change all the options when playing levels. Now, if you want to go the extra mile, you can make your own landscapes. Which I will assure you works very well. I'm just not very good at creating them, so I'll save myself the embarrassment of showing you my horrible editing skills. But let's just agree that it works. There's also the flag editor option, so you can make your own custom flag. Now, if you do a bunch of stuff in this game, you rack up points, and you can use these points, or money, as it shows down there, to buy different things. Like customizing your worms, giving them different sound effects, different voices, different victory dances, and also picking up new levels and campaigns. You get these points by doing most everything. Campaign levels, custom games, quick games. It's fairly easy to rack up the points, but there are quite a few things to pick from, so it would take you quite a while to pick up all these options. I picked up about 2,000 just by doing the tutorial, so it's pretty easy to pick up points, but there's a lot there, so it would take you quite a bit of time to unlock them all. Next up is the options menu, which has quite a few options in it. All that fun stuff there, it works, it's handy, they did a good job of giving you quite a bit of options to pick from. And there you go. Let's check out this whole online multiplayer thing, because that's a lot of fun, and something you'd be using quite a bit. It's something I'd recommend you use quite a bit because it extends the gameplay of any game indefinitely. And because this game is quite fun and really open-ended to play, you'll have a lot of fun doing online stuff. Now once we log in, we can see there's quite a bit of things to pick from. Random match, ranked, friends, rivals. There's quite a few things. And once you pick an option, you have a whole lot of other options to pick from. Where you want to play, the kind of match you play, all that fun stuff. But as you see, it's searching for a random match. This isn't going to happen. I waited for 10 minutes. 10 minutes! 3 different times. Nothing happened. So, maybe it's just because the game is new, but for me, I couldn't find anybody. I assume this game plays awesomely because the game itself. Really fun to play, and against other people, even more fun. Now, single player helps you when you're on the road. Playing a campaign, quite fun. Pick your team you've made, the level you want to try, and you get going. Now there's some fun-filled animation which is quite funny to watch, and includes worms beating the crap out of each other. As you watch, worms are on pirate ships, trying to blow each other up, while a small little bird watches along. Isn't he cute? Once you get to the actual gameplay, you're given a list of tasks to do, usually, blowing up other worms, which you'd expect from this game. And then playing the game is just the same as you would, play this game anytime. As I showed you before, this game, pretty straightforward, pick your weapons, blow things up, things get more and more difficult, it's the game. About 2 years ago, I played the old version of this game on a friend's DS, long before I even had a DS. I liked it then. It was a good game. It was one of the first DS games out, and it still was fun to play, like even a year or so after it came out. So I was quite thrilled when this new version came out. This new version takes everything that was fun in the old game and expands on it, giving you more. In fact, there's really little you can complain about this game. I guess if you really were like crazy picky, you could complain that there was no fun touchpad-y things going on. The touchpad itself is widely ignored, or the fact the graphics are the same as the old game. But that's not a big deal. This game is really fun to play. The whole custom game, quick game, multiplayer support thing makes the game endless for you. You can just keep playing this game forever and not run out of things to do. The campaigns are difficult. There's a lot to unlock. The tutorials are, well, thorough. And there's tons of options. You have basically complete control over this game. Plus, there's new weapons. And heck, multiplayer support? What more could you ask for? So even though I couldn't connect anybody right now, which I only assume is because the game is new and no one's actually playing it yet online, the game itself is solid. You can't complain. I'm just going to leave it at that. The game is great. Stop complaining. Buy this game. It's a really good buy. Probably available in most of your stores or online. Pick up a copy. Worms Open Warfare 2, one of the best games for the DS that are out right now. Oh yes, I said one of the best games. Come on, Worms blowing up worms? Let's look at it. Carnage. Carnage! It's just wonderful. Thanks for watching. Have a nice day.